Nory to provide quotations about interesting part of the story.
All right, we're moving to literary Illuminary. The first part is authors and illustrators' perspective. So the first perspective is insider's perspective. So the story is told from an outsider's perspective, the third half, not from the main character perspective. It could be seen by how Katie being depicted in the story. And then the second one is assumptions. So assumption, there are a few assumptions in the story, but there are no race and ethnicity that being mentioned in the story. But uh, about gender role. The traditional gender roles are present because Kathy's mom takes care of housework and Katie does schoolwork. The third one is class. The family seems like middle class living in a nice house with a dog called Muffin. And the last one from assumptions is culture. The story takes place in a culture that celebrates Halloween with trick or treating. And then we're moving to plots and setting. The setting is not richly detailed to portray a specific cultural authenticity. It focuses on the event of Halloween and Kathy's experience. The focus is on believability through relatable situation like school trick or treating rather than cultural specifics. Then we're moving to characters. As for the characters' cultural background, there is no indication of a specific cultural background for the characters. The focus is on the magical aspect of witches, not tied to a particular cultural tradition. And then we're moving to multidimensionality. While the story revolves around Katie, the characters are primarily one-dimensional. Katie experienced some personal growth as she grapples with her identity as a witch. Start out wanting to be a normal and then ends up embracing her magical abilities. However, characters like her mom and classmates remain fairly one note, serving mostly to move the plot forward. And then we're moving to the next one. Real features of the characters and culture are characters. So the story doesn't depict real features of a specific culture in detail. Yeah. And then we're moving to normalcy. Normalcy here. The text presents attending school, celebrating Halloween, and having a pet as normal aspects of this world with the addiction of magic. This normalcy helps young readers to connect with the story and imagine magic existing alongside their everyday lives. And then voice heard or silence. The story is told from a third person perspective with a focus on Kathy's thoughts and feelings. We don't hear directly from Mr. Bones or the other children beside their basic interactions with Katie. And then we're moving to interest serve. The text promotes self-acceptance and value of individuality. Okay, the next part is stereotype of the characters. First, illustration. The illustration I saw in the website is it's kind of creepy, but still very kids friendly. And then the unique characteristics of the character. Despite being a witch, Katie's desire to be a normal kid give her a unique perspective. And then language and stereotypes. The story avoids negative stereotypes typically associated with witches. So we're moving to social issues. Is the story happily ever after? The story offers a personal happily ever after for Katie. So she overcomes her initial discomfort with being a witch and embraces her magical identity. Next, we're moving to questions about portrayal. One, likable characters. The reader can find Katie relatable and root for her as she gains confidence and self-acceptance. Then we're moving to background characters. Katie's mom and classmate serve mostly as background characters, providing context for her story and highlighting the social challenges she faces. And the story doesn't delve into their personalities or motivation. And then the last one, unspoken voices. Uh, there are few unspoken voices in this story. We don't hear from Mr. Bones or the other children about their experiences with Halloween or witches. Mr. Bones might have felt fear or confusion when transformed into a hamster.